add this, and I think I'm live. Cool. Maybe. Um, Hi. Um, okay. So, echoes and whatnot. Uh, awesome. So, I am Rubber Duck McCoy. I'm with Tea Time Design, which is my own thing going on. Um, and welcome. This is the introductory stream to the show and stuff. I have a handy dandy slideshow, which is right there. This is more for me, so that way I stay on track and everything. And so, yeah, let's get to it and go to the table of contents because who doesn't like documentation? Um, we have introducing me. We have a section called What, How, and Why. Time and place will be my hopeful schedule on streaming and stuff. And then at the end, I'll do an AMA. It's where if there's anybody around, you can ask me questions and I will answer them. Hopefully. Potentially. Anyway, so let's go on to the next one. So make this bigger. And what is the channel? As you can see, I'm building a channel around reverse engineering applications. And I'm not going to read this verbatim because, well, maybe I should. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, so because everyone covers how to build X, Y, and Z, whether that be a component or a full application, but it's more rare for someone to go through and explain why you built X, Y, Z and in the way that it was built. So that's where I step in. Instead of building features from the ground up, I would like to reverse engineer applications to show how I would learn by starting with an application and going through the code base, using my Google Food to understand the things that I don't and show people another way to learn. And then there's a possibility that when I do these reverse projects that I will be able to identify those gaps of understanding. I am still very junior, so I don't know what I don't know. So we will learn things that we didn't know we wanted to learn and stuff. So yeah, that's introducing me, and let's keep going. The what? I was recently asked those questions of what all of this is about, and my what is engineering the human things. How can we approach engineering the world that we want with the flaws of being human? And from my military logistics background to industrial mechanics, now into software development, how will I reverse engineer and design a new life? Well, that's what we're here to find out. And I'm going to document it because doesn't everyone, I guess, and stuff? Yeah. You guys get to see my mess of a life. So that's a thing. And let's go on to the next one. What part two? Uh, so there are a couple different themes that I plan on doing these streams with, and over time it'll grow and shrink and do all the things, and I'll find my little niche that works. At the very top, we have LiveTime, which is something like this, where I come in and I chat with you guys and see what you guys are up to, maybe get a feel for some content that you guys want, and uh, connect in general. So that'll be nice. Guest time. I would like to invite other people on and share their experiences, maybe go through a code base together and uh, answer questions, find some interesting things, maybe provide some experience on doing a certain thing a certain way instead of what we find, and maybe expanding the ability to learn stuff. From there, we have code time, which is uh, part of what I said just before, except that will mainly be me going through a project and going, okay, ooh, what is that? And poking at stuff and hopefully breaking it and probably fixing it. That's the goal, at least. And these will be existing projects, so whether I find them out on GitHub or they are submitted and someone wants me to tear apart their application and break everything and maybe fix it, then I welcome all of that. The next time is game time, and this was more for Saturdays if that becomes a thing, because I used to be on Twitch and that was a lot of fun. So there's a potential to bring a little bit of that over into here, depending on the community and what y'all want and stuff like that. I like open world games, adventures. Most recently, well, not most recently, the game that I have been following the longest is Star Citizen. So if you guys like Star Citizen, connect with me and we'll go like do stuff, because maybe it'll be released in the next decade. Who knows? But until then, that's always available. From there is debug time. Let's say I come across an interesting bug. I don't know how to fix it, and I save it for stream. And I come onto here, and we fix it together, because half of coding is rewriting what you just wrote because it wasn't the right way. Yeah, so that is the different time theme things that are going on around here. So let's move on. The how. So I'm going to quote Missy, which is my boss at the moment and my leader. Goals versus growth. If you shoot for goals, you will achieve your goals, but you may not grow. If you shoot for growth, then you'll grow and achieve your goals. And that resonated with me. So I am growing a channel. But right. So the first one is first answer to how is that is that growth thing that grown-ups are talking about, which is Missy that I just talked about. The second one is let's learn and grow together, because when you're alone, it sucks. So it's always nice to have someone around. And as this comment is saying, 80-20. 80% is Google, 20 is actually doing stuff. Fantastic. Yes. And let's do that. Ooh, these cards are so nice. I have other things too. Oh, that's right. That reminds me. Yeah, do the thing, the voting. You either like it or you don't. Then you subscribe, and then you hit the bell, and then you get to listen to me talk in the future and stuff. So that's a thing that I was supposed to do. Cool. Let's go back to here. Thanks. Never alone. Well, that is very true. Ever since I joined Kenzie and everything, has been an interesting journey. That's for sure. Oh, that's point number 3. We don't have to do the human thing alone. So that's fantastic. Let's see, what do I got? Oh, next slide. Ooh, yeah. Why? So why is always an important question to everyone. My why is I've survived things that I probably shouldn't have. So I would like to provide my perspective, my unique perspective on how I do stuff, and create the idea of the future that we want, because we are building our futures and that will never stop. Future's such a long time away, and then again, it's tomorrow. So it is what it is. And the next one. Time and a place. So I intend on doing this on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with Saturdays being optional depending on the community. I do plan to do this from 5 to whenever. 8 p.m. is not a hard stop. It's just trying to make it reasonable. 3 hours is what I used to dedicate to study hall, and now I'm taking what is no longer there and putting my efforts into here. So this is another why, I guess. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So repurposing my time to be productive, which is always nice. On Saturday, there's no time. It may be 8 o'clock in the morning. Probably never 8 o'clock in the morning. It may be midnight, which is more of a reality than you guys might think, because I'm a night owl. So that's a thing. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do have other things that I have to attend to, so those are days that I can't be available. So yeah, and AMA. We've reached the AMA in, what was that, 10 minutes? Wow. Okay. So, do we have any questions from the chat that uh, you want answered? Let's see. The future is closer than you think. Well, the future is tomorrow. That is true. Let's see. Can I highlight this? I can. Future is closer than you think. I should put that in there. Oh yeah, disclaimers and stuff. Yeah. So ask me anything, as the title suggests, and there are stories from my past that aren't really appropriate in a professional setting. So if I politely refuse to go down a rabbit hole, just know that it is a super duper interesting story, and you might want to catch me later with that. Why did I? Okay. Here's a good question. Why did I become a developer? Uh, I became a developer because I had my entire life fall apart and I needed to focus on something. And I saw an ad on Facebook about, hey, you could become a developer or engineer or coder or something along those lines. And then I went down the rabbit hole, and the rabbit hole has led me here. I'm not really sure if I'm out of the rabbit hole yet, but I'm digging around and finding my roots. That was good. I should save that one for later. So yeah. Uh, any other questions? I like questions. Hmm. Let's see. I actually don't know how long I'm going to stream this, but I might just hang out for a bit. Might go through these slides again, see if I missed anything, which I probably did. There, that. And this is the joys of having a third monitor, is I get to do things over here, and you guys are paying attention over here, and yeah. Let's see. Google Foo. Do you guys know what Google Foo is? I hope so. Google Foo is the art of finding information in the depths of the interwebs. And part of the thing that we learn here is how, or learn at Kinsey, is how to find things in the depths of the interwebs that are accurate. Because there is a bunch of false information out there. Okay. What has been something you learned on your journey that you would never have expected to learn in your life? Okay. That is a lot of rabbit holes. Keep it professional. Mm. So the color of the nuclear reactors is actually a very beautiful blue, and it is blue green, and it is mesmerizing. And every time that I've worked in a nuclear plant, I try my best to go and see it because it is one of those once in a lifetime experiences if you're not in the industry, and it's like every other Tuesday if you are. So that's always fun. Uh, what is something you've been learn? Expected to learn. See, that's a hard one because expecting to learn something. Yeah, I think that's all I can talk about right now. Cool. And let's see what else. What else do I got? Being human is difficult. Um, I'm sure we all can relate to that. And I hope to make that a little less painful every day and a little bit less of a struggle by providing off key humor and whatnot. Um, I have lost count of how many times I have moved in my lifetime. I know that I was counting at one point up until I was 18, and the number was like two or something hundred or more times. And so I actually don't have a number of how many times I've moved, and it has been nationwide. I've also been to two countries, which is the United States and Mexico. That was fun. Future. Okay, so I have a question for the community. What kind of future would you want to create? And then a part two is if you had the ability of a creator of a universe, how would you create the universe and what would be the first thing that you do? What would be the first thing that you create? Personally, I love water, so I'd probably do that first and then go swimming on a beach somewhere while I think about the rest. Okay, let's play around with this setting. Ooh, that makes me super big. All right. That button will make me even bigger. I don't want that button. I have a document over here that I'm reading, so notes. Notes are always important to keep tangents from going too far, but I can go on a tangent. And also, I wanted to have music, but I didn't want to like destroy your guys' ears. So I'm gonna test that out now and see what happens. Do this and music. No. Okay, so before I continue on, how loud was that? Now that's an answer. If I were the creator of the universe, I would create the multiverse. That sounds like a mind with ADHD, which is fantastic. Can you guys even hear that? I'm pretty sure I have that tab with music. Hmm. You don't hear the music, which means I am the only one that can hear the music. Hmm. Well, that sucks. I wonder. Well, let's play around with this. So let's remove that and stop the share. Share screen application. That one. Tap. Share. No, I didn't. That's a good idea, though. That would be nice. I should probably do that. Hmm. Application. That one. Share that. Hide the screen. How about that? Can you hear that? Oh, that made it bigger. How do I know if it's... Nope, no music. Well, this is an interesting streaming service. I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, it's really good beats. Promise. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm gonna end this. What am I using? I'm not gonna end this yet. So, I am using StreamYard and learning the ins and outs of that. There is there's a lot to it, I guess. And then again, there's not. There's workarounds, which I've been reading and listening about, and I'll have to dive deeper into that. Um, but the next time that I will be on, hopefully that'll be fixed, which will be Tuesday with something interesting. I hope. And so, yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna do the thing and go rewatch this a million times and figure out what I did wrong to hopefully do it better. And I will catch you guys later.